Hello, we are here at Creator Fest. I'm joined with Mark from OMD. Mark, how are you today?
I'm great, thank you. All good. Really enjoying the day so far. It's been great.
You've just came off of your session on the main stage. How was that?
Really good. It was packed. Really great to be on stage with two of our amazing creative partners in Tinder and Biostore. So really enjoyed it. It was great.
You were talking a lot about how creator activity can be better integrated into marketing campaigns. What do you see as some of the primary opportunities for that?
Yeah, I talked through sort of 4 different areas, but I think really, measurement, strategic integration, creative integration is super important. But if there isn't that kind of cultural integration in the first instance, and by that I mean, creators being accepted within that marketing mix and the behaviors that are related to that. So no longer seen as sort of a part that sits separate to the main marketing mix. It comes into the main marketing mix, and as a result, the culture and the behavior becomes super important in that context.
So what are some of the ways that creators can be integrated into the marketing mix in the way that you're describing?
Yeah, we talked about it, and I think for me, and funnily enough, a bunch of people approached me after the session and asked me that question. I think there has to be kind of like a mutual curiosity on both sides. I think that it's really super important that brands obviously need to take a huge amount of interest and understand the world of creators in a more authentic way. I also think there's an opportunity for creators themselves to become more savvy, to be more clear on the kind of pressures and challenges that marketing organizations have to tackle, because with that will allow them to deliver a far more powerful proposition to brands. So it's both ways, I think.
What would be some of the main advice that you would give to brands looking to maybe explore working with creators for the first time?
The interesting thing for me is, and this is an area I'm quite passionate about, is sort of understanding what creators can do for your brand and what they can do for your category, and it differs. And I think a mistake that's often made actually by brands is that they assume that creators are only really there for certain types of category, for only certain types of brands and products. It's my genuine belief that there are creators out there for every brand. Certain creators can bring trust and familiarity in a category where it may be lacking. So that's just one example. So for me, it's understanding what role creators can play for your brand within that overall strategic mix.
I think that's great advice, and also as well, if it hasn't necessarily been done before, or it feels slightly novel, that actually brings a lot of kind of creativity and freshness and originality to the partnership, which makes it quite exciting as well.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, and I think we talked about it a little bit on stage. There is a bit of a scary bit for brands, without a doubt, where some of the traditional control has to be ceded because we're not dealing with traditional paid-for advertising outlets. But I think I said this up on stage. I would ask every brand to say, how many creators in your category have you spoken to? And if that's very few, then I think you're missing out. I think we need to kind of cultivate and build up these conversations with the creator community, and that's where I think the real magic happens.
And likewise, what kind of advice would you offer to creators looking to work with brands for the first time?
Yeah, I think I don't think creators, and I think most people would agree with this, I don't think creators should be looking to sell out in any way. They have their own property, they have their own brand, they understand what that is. But if they understand what that is, they should be thinking, well, how can I use my brand to contribute to other businesses, to other brands? And I think that's really super important. It can be a transactional relationship if you're not careful. So if you try to get under the skin of what the challenge is for the brand, what the challenge is in that category, I think there will always be a role for creators, and increasingly a role that traditional advertising cannot fulfill. But it does require you to kind of really truly understand those challenges that brands and categories have.
Finally, how are you enjoying Creator Fest today?
It's great. Busy, hectic, an assault on the senses, but great. Really enjoyed it.
Good, thanks. Mark, thank you so much. Cheers.
No problem.